Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. It's your boy Owly TCG, and wherever you're watching from, I hope you're having a wonderful day or a wonderful night. Now today I'm back. I do apologize guys, sorry for not having a video out last week. I had a leak in my rental, so I had a contractor come out over the weekend. On top of my volleyball, I just wasn't able to record. But don't worry everyone, I'm back today. And of course, we're back for something very exciting next week, just down the corner. We do have OP-12 coming out, Legacy of the Master. Next weekend, we've actually got some pre-releases here in Australia, so should have a couple of boxes to actually open for you guys as well. Very, very exciting times, and of course, with that comes very, very exciting cards in the new set. So today, we're going to go through all the banging cards that are coming out of it. Obviously some of my chase ones that we'll have going from it as well. Cards I really, really want from this set, especially that Alt Zoro. We do want to run the Zoro leader this set, so we'll see, hopefully we can get that one too. And of course with pre-release coming out, it is obviously a time, if you are newer to the game, just for a bit of advice at least, try not to obviously buy these pre-release prices, or if people are pulling these really, really rare cards that you want in that time, obviously don't sell it, or don't buy them I should say. But if you do want to make a quick buck, definitely sell them during your pre-releases. Some people are willing to pay that price. Very, very interesting time around pre-release, but let's get straight into it. Let's get stuck into it. So of course, here we do have the release date being the 22nd of August. So I know we've obviously got the pre-releases. They tend to happen that week before, obviously. So you've got, depending on the store, can run from the weekend before or the days before the event as well, I should say, before Friday with the store's events. Now, starting off, let's go straight into the leaders for this set, everyone. So first panel here, we've got Zoro, Kuzan, and Koala. So here, first two off the bat, I think, based on what I'm hearing at least from local people that I'm speaking with and online, what I'm seeing at least too, definitely that Zoro, the green mono Zoro and the Kuzan mono blue are going to be some of the most popular leaders from this set here. I think Koala might be a bit of a favorite as well too, for those that like the Revolutionary Army. But here are the nice arts for it. Of course, this set, they've gone back to obviously having it with the Legacy of the Master, sort of the mentor-mentee bond sort of on the card. It is really cool, so sort of that different style. It doesn't have just the face on the leader. I do like when they change it up, and I think these ones look pretty good here as well. So that's really, really good. And actually, before I go to the next three leaders, let me quickly go to the panel that I'm absolutely in love with. Because if you're still able to get it, depending on where you are in the world, if you can access Premium Bandai, I 100% recommend this. The alternate art Zoro, there's leader, has another alt art that's available through Premium Bandai, as well as a map that's coming out. I think the release is actually scheduled in February next year, so it is a bit of obviously a distance away and a while away. It sucks it's not coming out with the set. But I'll put that panel up in the frame next to the card here so you can actually see what it looks like. It looks absolutely amazing. I think it looks, I don't want to say so much better, but I love it so much more than the one with Mihawk. He's got his attack in the background. I just think it looks great, so I can't wait to get that one and eventually play that too. But just wanted to show that to you guys. So if you can get that, I think before making this video, I saw it's actually now sold out here in Australia, whereas a couple of weeks ago it wasn't. It was actually up for a little while, so hopefully, if you can get it at your retailers, I think it should be distributed around the world as well. So hopefully you can get one of those once it's released. Make sure you pre-order that. Now on to the next panel here, guys. Sanji, Rayleigh, and Rosinante. So some of the other leaders here. I think obviously Rayleigh might be another keen one, being that mono red. Sanji hitting up the blue-purple yet again. And Rosinante, of course, really the nice art there with Law in the background, a purple and yellow. So these are your leaders here, the new 6 leaders and their alt arts. Really, really nice cards there. Now let's move straight on to the treasure rare. So of course there's always a treasure rare in a set as of, might have been 06 if I'm not mistaken. They've started releasing one per set. Nice little touchy one here with Mr. Vinsmoke Sanji, obviously around the time of Whole Cake Island, I think, with Pudding's wedding. So that's another nice one, Kingdom of Germa. Obviously a reprint of the OP-10 one here with a nice bit of art. So it's a nice little treasure rare they've got here for us in OP-12. Now we'll start off with some of the rare alt arts. So we'll move into obviously the SR alt arts later on. So these are just some of the rares that'll have some nice alt arts, which you can kind of see the difference, I guess, with the border here. So here we've got your Shanks, Toshigi, and Kuzan. Really, really cool. My favorite one's probably that Kuzan as well. They make some really nice alt arts of Kuzan, especially there's another one here coming down later on. Just wait, you guys, another really, really cool one. Really cool art. I like the Toshigi one here as well. It's got a bit of that like samurai vibe. Really cool art. And then Shanks, obviously, with the straw hat there. Pretty iconic. So it's pretty nice alt arts they've got for the rares here. Next page, we've got the Koala, Sanji, and Rosinante. Yet again, really nice bits of arts here. Obviously, with some of the abilities. If you do want to read what these leaders are doing, feel free to pause at any time and have a read through. It's another good chance to see what's actually coming out in this set and how it can benefit you in the upcoming decks that are being made too. So nice little rare alt arts here for Sanji, Koala, and Rosinante. Now let's move straight on to the SRs and their alts. So first panel here, we've got Red, of course, Miss Boa Hancock. Two nice arts there here, and the alt art as well. And now I'm gonna shout this out for sure. Look at that, how cool is that? That art slaps for Monkey D. Luffy, doesn't it? Luffy's art when he's just getting hit with the, oh my god, I'm forgetting what it's called. How come it's on the tip of my tongue? The Kuma, I'm forgetting what it's called. Please forgive me, the manga and anime lovers. It's gonna come to me later in the video. You guys know what I'm trying to say. The robots that chase it. It's from that scene. It's the iconic scene after they come back from the time skip. And I actually do prefer that standard SR to the alt art of the Luffy. I don't know what it is. I really like that art much more. But those are your red SRs here too. Now onto the green, we've got Mihawk again. I think this alt art absolutely slaps as well. Really cool with the haki going into the blade. Really nice bit of art, and his eyes obviously popping with the orange in the background. Perona here, actually pretty crucial to the Zoro decks. I think you run 4 of these. And again, that alt art super nice. Obviously the Thriller Bark sort of era with their Mihawk and Perona. So there's your greens. Those are your nice 2 green SRs and their alts coming out. Next, here we go, only 1 each for blue and yellow, but of course it is Monkey D. Garp and Shirahoshi. Shirahoshi again getting another SR. The Monkey D. Garp art looks really cool as well, swinging his fist. And Shirahoshi with Megalo, is it Megalago? I can't remember his name properly, I'm throwing it. SRs and alts for purple, here we go. Look at that, Reiju again, Reiju and Trafalgar Law, of course. Reiju here, as speaking of before, should have mentioned with Boa Hancock, that Vinsmoke Reiju alt art is going to have the waifu tax, so 100% if you want to make a bit of money early on, sell that one quickly. People will be looking to run playsets, so they want to run the max alt art playsets. Really nice art though, can't complain. Trafalgar Law as well, same. Similar, actually, I just noticed him grabbing that Thunderbolt, similar to the one, I think it's from PRB, the special art you can get if I'm not mistaken. But of course, he's got his room hand there. Oh, I didn't even notice that as well. Look at that in the background. You've got Doflamingo. That's actually a really cool bit of art. And of course, part of being Dressrosa. Next here, we've got the black cards, black SRs. So Nico, Robin, and of course, waifu tax again for sure. That alt art's going to be a nice one, but it's a really nice bit of art there. Good for the black decks. And Monkey D. Dragon too. Really like that alt art as well. Good for Revolutionary Army. Potentially one you can start throwing into Kobe or some of the other decks that'll obviously Koala being another one that's coming out this set as well. Next here, these are, I've just got to say and stop the video, if Bandai does it or anyone from Bandai watches these videos, as a personal plea for myself, please keep making these alt arts. I absolutely love it. As for someone at least that hasn't pulled a manga just yet, it sort of scratches the itch a little bit if you pull these. So these are obviously the sort of manga event alt arts, so obviously not as rare as a manga, they are a bit more common, but these look so damn good. We pulled the Fire Fist Red Hawk from the last set in OP-11, and don't these ones just absolutely awesome, of course, when they're fighting up on the island, and he's got Zoro's fighting Kaido, and of course, Sanji's fighting Queen, so the absolutely massive name for one of the events in the game. The Drawn Dead Man's Game, and then Both Burst, absolutely great alt arts. Please, Ben, I keep making them. Last set, the 3 were absolutely amazing as well with that Gear 2. So cool. Still want to pull that, haven't pulled it just yet. Now here we'll move on to the secret rares and alts. Everyone's, I'm sure, seen these around too. Obviously Bonnie being quite popular, and of course that Kuma being a really popular one coming out of this set here. So mono yellow and then mono green. Both alt arts, in my opinion, again, look absolutely so much better than their secret rare. Just base arts as well, and they just look really cool. Obviously Kuma's ability is pretty good, and Bonnie as well is a blocker, so pretty strong for one of the secret rares. On to this next panel. Now this one's going to be a little bit controversial, but I kind of like them. This is sort of a new style that they've done, right? Bandai's trying something new here. Obviously, they've got the set sort of colors and the theme running throughout the card. I think someone made a point that it doesn't really suit. For example, that's definitely one of my chase cards for sure. That Zoro looks absolutely sick. People say, you know, Zoro should be green as his sort of color and his theme, but obviously he's a purple card, so going with that too. I do understand that. But that's was some people's complaints, like the color doesn't match the character sort of thing, but I don't think it matters too much. Obviously, it's following what monocolor the card is. But I think it's a really, really cool sort of concept. Seeing these cards in person might be a bit cooler. How the texture runs through the card might make it look really sick. But I mean, just got to point out again, as I mentioned earlier, Kuzan, they're making some slapper arts from him. Look at that. It absolutely looks cold. That black really suits that card. Absolutely epic. And of course, wanting the Zoro Juro, I'd have to say that Porcus D Ace is so sick. Look at iconic scene with his finger on the hat there. And obviously it's sort of really emphasizing the color there. I really want to see that card in person if someone pulls that. If not myself, that's probably another chase card there. So I like what they're trying here. Maybe they can, you know, adjust that in future, but it would be nice to see these cards in person. Let me know down below if you guys like these arts here, or if you think they're just trash entirely. We'll have to wait and see. Now next, coming up to the masterpiece of the set here, of course, you've got Bonnie as the manga. And now they're running the Marshall D Teach as the, I think the Luffy one is called the Anniversary Rare, on the actual official Bandai card list where I've got these card images from. It says it's an SP, so I'm just going to call them a gold and silver SP for now. I don't know if they'll be dubbed as the Anniversary Rares officially by their name. I'm not 100% sure. But me personally, not being a Teach fan, I don't really care for these ones. I don't really mind if I get them. Probably maybe sell them if I pull it, or for the collection binder, we don't know, we'll see. But if you're a Teach fan, let me know down below if you really want to get one of these ones. I do kind of like the theme of how it's got that sort of triangle in the background there, and the art's probably pretty nice too. I think the gold one looks a little bit better. And of course, Bonnie being the secret. I think that's based off the secret, isn't it? Yeah. If I'm not mistaken. That is that's the secret manga, obviously, as it is per the set with the manga coming out. So really, really nice arts here. Even though I'm not too much of a fan of Teach, best of luck to anyone that wants it. Now here, for the final panel here, these are my personal chase cards, as I already mentioned, so I've been gassing them up during the video as well. As mentioned as well, started with the bottom right, Manga Bonnie. Not the biggest fan of this manga, but I haven't pulled a manga just yet, so it's got to make it to the list of the most wanted chase cards for your boy. Those two down the bottom, I do want to see these arts in person as well as mentioned, but I think I really, really like that Porcus Diaz is probably the best one, especially being yellow and that rush card, obviously the reprints, having the reprints being those SPs. Absolutely slapper art, really love that. And of course that Zoro Juro looks absolutely sick. Very usable, obviously in the purple Luffy decks or in any sort of purple Straw Hat Crew deck. Then of course, those two events, would absolutely love to get one of them, absolutely sick. Zoro being my main character. If you're new to the channel here, welcome. Zoro is my favorite character from the One Piece card game. So obviously he's very heavily themed here in the cards that are coming out for the new set, 100%. The event, the alt leader for sure. If I can get this and obviously run it before that new one comes from Premium Bandai in future, absolutely slapper, absolutely slapper. There's some great cards here. Personal chase pulls there. So we'll see obviously in the coming weeks if or how many of these we can get during our pre-releases, or even just opening the boxes or any other packs or blisters, anything we can absolutely obtain from this set. Thank you all so much for watching. Of course, please do keep commenting down below. What are your chase cards? What do you think of those SPs? Let me know. Pop down a comment. I love interacting with you guys as well. And thank you all so much for the support and comments in the past as well. Of course, if you are new to the channel though, please do smash that like and subscribe. We are on the journey to 1K subscribers and beyond. And don't also forget to follow, I should say. We've got Instagram and TikTok as well. Got to put a bit more content on there, but there's some really cool clips on there as well, especially on TikTok. Some highlights that we've had in the past too. If you are new to the channel especially, thank you all again so much for watching. I do always say this, but I appreciate your support so much. Please keep liking, sharing, commenting as well. Of course, we're trying to push that 1K and beyond as soon as possible to keep growing the community. So thank you all again. Pop in your suggestions below. I hope you guys are really excited for OP-12 as well. As you can see, I really am with some of these awesome chase cards coming out there too. But of course, stay tuned, stay excited, and we'll see you in the next one.